Back at the end of 2007, Adult Swim lost the syndication rights for Futurama, a show they had for 4 years, but it was being picked up for new episodes by Comedy Central. It was a weird time for the network, and a time when they started thinking about more live-action content to fill up the block. Futurama's slot they just stuffed with Family Guy, but what to do about bringing in more content that may keep viewers watching? What about another comedic science fiction show? And what if they could capitalize on Futurama's talent for parody and satire to keep it fresh? Enter Rick and Fat Guy Stuck in Internet.
In a freak accident, hotshot computer programmer Ken Gemberling was sucked into the internet. Burdened with new friends and tormented by the bounty hunter chains, he desperately seeks a way home. Is Gemberling the chosen one destined to save the cyberverse? Or is he just a fat guy stuck in the internet?
Fat Guy Stuck in Internet, not Fat Guy Stuck in the Internet or on the Internet, debuted on May 13th, the Night of 1,000 Pilots. The Night of 1,000 Pilots special would have internet users pick which shows they wanted to see debut. The pilots would be presented in order of online popularity. Fat Guy Stuck in Internet placed third, with Super Jail and The Drinky Crow Show placing first and second. The other two pilots, That Crooked Sip and Let's Fish, placed fourth and fifth, and did not make it past their pilots. With That Crooked Sip being scrapped, and Let's Fish canceled due to showrunners Brendan Small and Scott Adsit being far too busy with Metalocalypse and Moral Oral. Fat Guy Stuck in Internet had a bit of a chaotic release schedule. The first episode released as part of a pilot contest and was shown again at 5 a.m. on September 29, 2007 for part of a Burger King Have It Your Way lineup ad event. The first episode was shown yet again on New Year's Day 2008, and the second episode was shown during a series of sneak peeks on April 1, 2008, before finally premiering officially on June 22nd. The rest of the episodes followed a more normal release schedule. Fat Guy Stuck in Internet was originally a web series with episodes between 5 and 15 minutes long, created by John Gemberling and Curtis Gwynn, titled Gemberling. Adult Swim picked up the show, gave it a budget, 12-minute-long episodes, and a new name. In an interview with The New Yorker, the two co-creators and our starring actors were not thrilled about the name change, stating they changed the name of the show, which we were not thrilled about. The original web series was... The television show followed along mostly the same plot and story beats, with more jokes about Gemberling's weight and any copyrighted characters like Falcor from The Neverending Story or Qbert from Qbert removed or replaced entirely. There's also a full pube shot in the web show that I won't show here. You can find it. I believe in you.
I believe in you.
A ton of the original cast made its way from web series into the Adult Swim show. Our two main characters, Gemberling and Chains, also Paul Scheer, the guy who I keep thinking is the villain in Ant-Man, but in actuality there's like 3 bald dudes who all look the same if you count Rob Corddry, who was in the web series but isn't in the show. Also Rob Hubel, who also was in the web series and not in the show, not that Rob Hubel looks like the villain from Ant-Man. Also of note is Brett Gelman, the crazy guy from Netflix's Weird Stuff, and Rich Fulcher, known for his work on The Mighty Boosh, is also in this show, and seems to be uncredited as I can't find a full cast listing aside from IMDb. Fat Guy Stuck in Internet is just that. He goes on wacky adventures in the internet, and the whole series reeks of parody. It's not just Tron this or Tron that, though. There's a ton of references to Star Wars, Tron, The Shining, and my personal favorite, the entire episode that's literally just Labyrinth. If Labyrinth was bad. The narrative in Large Boy Trapped in Google Chrome is simple. Fat man spills beer on keyboard, meets 2 children's show rejects that become his friends, loses his friends to a bounty hunter his boss hired. Why is the bad guy dressed as the raincoat killer from Deadly Premonition? It's just a fat raincoat killer. Did Swery see Fat Guy Stuck in Internet and say, yeah, it's sick, I'll take that. All right. Anyway, the bounty hunter ends up goofing big chunks, and then him and Gemberling become friends all the way up until the finale, the final showdown, if you will, wherein the bounty hunter Chains falls off of a rock bridge after fighting one of Gemberling's children's show friends that's now evil, and then, ends up coming back from the internet future to slam the bad guy with a giant time-travel-y beer can, and that's it. 1 season, a short narrative, lots of garbage, and a catchphrase that has haunted my entire adolescence all the way into adulthood.
I believe in you.
Earlier I mentioned the web show, and I ended up watching through it so I could note down differences. And one of the biggest ones is the removal of, heavy cursing, and of Gemberling's mother as a character that the villain holds hostage for leverage, and for the finale. Instead opting for an anticlimactic final fight and, big old gag. I do like the stair gag in this episode quite a bit.
Okay, gotta take the stairs now. Oh, my foot's stuck in a bucket.
Speaking of gags I like, I love in the Labyrinth spoof episode that the maze master tricks Gemberling and Chains into the maze by asking for help moving his couch in. It's stupid. And it's perfect. It's weird to think about a show like this and imagine what could have been if they had gotten a second season. What would this be like if it was in the internet of the now instead of the internet of the then? The great thing about the season finale for Fat Guy Stuck in Internet is that they could bring it back anytime they want, if Adult Swim really put their money to it. I won't make a petition or anything for a second season though, since I'm probably one of the 20 people who remember this show fondly, if at all. The show itself wouldn't be memorable for most, but the dumb humor, the weird outdated references to MySpace and Kazaa, the technobabble that makes even normal sci-fi technobabble seem like something your mom would say on the regular, it all clicks for me. And I'll never really understand why. It's even more odd that while I like this dumb, big guy lost in data stream show, I can't find myself getting into any of the other weird live-action shows Adult Swim has created. I never liked Children's Hospital, Heart She Holler, or Neon Joe Werewolf Runner. But, you know, Fat Guy Stuck in Internet, that's my jam. I don't want to go through every gag and review them, or talk about the story in a serious way that makes you think I'm a big serious guy with a lot of cool things going on. The show is dumb. It's dumb and I know that. I just wanted to share this show with you, and if it clicks with me, maybe it'll, click with you. If it doesn't, that's cool too. You can watch the show for free on Adult Swim's website, and the web series is floating around out there on YouTube. If you're looking for something dumb and have 2 hours to waste, then go for it. I believe in you. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. They're also things, and maybe subscribe. Hey, that's always click the big button and be like, hey, look at this. I get all this guy's videos sent directly to me. What a horrible mistake I've made. Also, I have a Patreon that helps me out greatly. It's nice. You get an invite to the Special Boy Discord. It's a really cool time. Also, I don't know. I just, like making dumb things, and it helps me make dumb things. So, I'm gonna go. The internet needs me. I gotta go stop a LimeWire from invading the data sphere. Bye.